Would you please sign my petition?
I'm sorry.
You gotta be fucking kidding.
Gamers are simple-minded creatures. All we want is a few things. Shooting things, and that's about it. Everyone knows that gamers are racist and sexist. There is no argument against it.
Because this is what it does. It appeals to like the male fantasy.
There will always be violent video games. They've been here since the dawn of time. No matter how many times US politicians will try to get restrictions on violent video games, it's most likely never going to happen. GTA usually gets all this like hate from the mainstream, but that's because it's just a well-known title. It's really just kind of played and known by everyone. But there is one game that I have to say that is pretty much worse in every single way than GTA when it comes to its violence, its racism, and its jokes in that current time period when it was released. And I gotta say though, it's pretty fun, you know? I'll give them that. Postal 2 is a game from 2003 and it really does show its age. Its graphics are not pretty, bugs are still apparent, and this game even chugs on modern day systems. My god. Oh my god. 3060 fellas. 3060. The current events that this game pokes fun of, I don't understand it. Because, listen, I was born in 2003. I'm not going to be expected to know what these are, alright? I was a tiny little incy-bincy baby when this shit released, alright? But when you come to Postal, you're not coming here for the jokes that was made during the time. You're most likely coming here to look at the wacky, gaffy, goofy, boofy, frickin' stuff that you can see and do in this game. As it is quite goofy, to say the least. There's only 2 games where I can say, yeah, I was on fire and I had to put myself out with my own piss. It's this game and Team Fortress 2. That only goes so far. Team Fortress 2 is a masterpiece in my eyes. So if it's up there with I can piss on myself, that's pretty good. But I think you need to be shown how wacky this game can get. So let me show you my week in Paradise, Arizona. My Monday started off pretty simple. I needed to go get my paycheck from Vince, cash it in at the bank, and then go grab some milk on my way home. After looking at my to-do list, I decided to collect my shovel and my trusty crack pipe and then proceed to barge into every house that is around me. Still needing a bit extra cash, I decided to pay a visit to the local arcade, where I would be kicking ATMs for all the money inside. I arrived at Vince's office, but he fired me on the spot, which didn't really sit too well with me, so I decided to do the most British thing in response, tasing him and stabbing him. Upon getting my paycheck, the Running with Scissors office was raided by a bunch of protesters who don't like violent video games. I could go as far as to say that they actually hate them. I had to fight my way through, and I decided to make my way to the bank after that to deposit my check. But on my way to the bank, I found something that really interested me. A crackhead throwing it back sexy style. And that made me really think. Peanut butter and crack I should go pay a visit to the local dealer. Upon finding the local dealer, he wanted $100 for one crack pipe. And that really made me think that, I know the best way to get what I came for. Now, getting to the bank, I decided to check the roof for supplies, and I did find some good supplies. I found some dynamite on the roof, and I decided to put it to good use. You see, I kind of fell in through the skylight, and I saw this giant line I didn't want to wait in, so, you know, I think you can put 2 and 2 together. Let's just say the guards didn't like that, so they all tried to shoot me to death. And after I was done killing them, the teller didn't even want to serve me. So I decided to go to the bank vault directly to deposit my check. After placing my check in the vault, I accidentally sounded the alarm, and I have not seen a faster response time in my entire life, as these cops showed up blazing fast. Really making a game like Payday 2 have a run for its money with how fast these cops showed up. I fought my way out and decided to go do my last errand. But I found something that was really great. I found a secret entrance to this sewer, and it had a room filled with ammo and guns. Absolutely lovely. It's always a great sight to see. I reached the store and grabbed some goat milk and waited in a line. But while waiting, this guy was talking some shit, so I pulled out a gun to scare him. But that didn't go too well with the shopkeep. He tried to kill me, so I decided the best thing to do was to punch him to death. After I had to kill him, I had no choice. I decided to go upstairs and see what I could find in terms of items. I found some pretty good stuff. A lot of women loaded with guns, eager to shoot me to death. Finally! And a pile of cash. I take that as a win in my book. But anyway, I headed back home, and that was where my Monday ended. On Tuesday, I was a bit salty. You see, my recording bugged out, so I lost basically everything, and that was actually a good day. I actually very much was happy of how that turned out, but yeah, it didn't go the way I wanted to, so I had to re-record it. But it's okay. And you want to know why it's okay? It's the funny petition mission day, boys. You know what that means? A great not overused joke ever. It's perfectly, you know, when you get that petition, you go up to someone and you be like, "Hey, you signed the petition." It's like, no. It's like, petition go. It's like it's fantastic. It's absolutely amazing. Here's every time I got my my petition signed.
Okay, I guess that's good. Thanks.
Anyway, today I need to go confess my sins, return a book for my loving wife, and then go to Gary Coleman to get a signature on one of his well-written novels. I start my day off proper by taking anything that isn't nailed down in about a 6-mile radius, and I even found a funny dog that decided death wasn't for him today. So you know what? Good on him. While relieving myself, I found a marching band dead, and for the first time, it wasn't me. So, I mean, I kind of take that as a dub, you know what I'm saying? Arriving at the mall, I decided not to go to Gary Coleman first. I actually decided to take a look around the mall to check if there's anything of importance. And, you know what? I found something amazing. Virtual reality. Never before have I seen anything so real. After my adventures in virtual reality, I decided to go collect my book from Gary Coleman, and after acquiring it, the police decided that, you know what, Gary Coleman, he's a wanted man. I don't know what he did, but this beloved child actor, he's going downtown. You know what, I wasn't having it, so I decided to take my leave and leave Gary to his own devices. On my way out of the mall, I spot something a bit interesting. A gun store. Walls filled with shotguns, pistols, assault rifles, you name it. All over. It was like a hitman's galore, alright? So, you know what I do? I toss a grenade in the back so it triggers the alarms. A couple people didn't like that, but that's okay. It's not really my problem. After I'm done collecting my healthy rewards that I got perfectly for free, it's time to go confess my sins. And you know what? I was peaceful about it. there was no problems at all. And after I confessed my sins, I felt like a holy man. I felt amazing. So amazing, I decided to give back to the church. You see, Al-Qaeda was being a bit of a loser. They decided to attack the church that I go to. So, as a red-blooded American, and as God intended, I used firearms. Now that I've been finished confessing my sins and supporting the church, I decided that my last task was to go and return the book. But I need to head back through the mall, and while I was going, I found a man who wouldn't stop yelling, and to be honest, it was quite annoying. So, I decided to shut him up in the best way possible. It didn't work. He kind of just got up, kind of walked it off. Can't blame him. He's a tough man. So, you know what? I think he deserves this. I also did kill Gary Coleman. I'm gonna slide that one in. Anyway, I arrived at the book. I arrived at the book place, the place with the books, and I returned my book fair and square, no problems at all. But you know what? Book burners, who likes them? They burned down the entire library. I'm thinking to myself, man, I gotta get out of here. This CO2 ain't good for my brain. It's kind of killing me and shit. But it was fairly simple. I just kind of walked out of there, no problem. Shot a couple of guys, left, ate donut, smoked crack. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, you know. Anyway, that was my Tuesday. Perfectly easy. To be honest, the most relaxed day I've actually had. I'll take it, you know. Hey, what's up? That's me. I'm gonna make this a two-parter because I haven't uploaded anything in about like a month. So I just wanted to get at least something out. So yeah, I'm gonna do Wednesday to Friday at some point. So yeah. There's much attraction, there's no civil defense. Let go of that.